from your mobile phone, TV or PC. I'm on whatever screen you own. Jumping from tabs to apps, I suggest you don't. I promise you'll miss out on information that is vital. With idols, featured guests, some even call them the best. So I'm going viral with idols, it's so classic. Like cassette CDs and vinyls. You already know it's time for my show. Right. And welcome back to another episode of Quarantine and Rap. I go by the name of Pearson.
I go by the name of Jomy.
And we got a special one tonight. Celebrating the release of her new single, Underwater, featuring Wreck the Artist. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quarantine and Rap, Blackberry Sweet.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Yo, Blackberry Sweet, how you doing tonight?
I am doing awesome. Glad to be here, talking with the both of you. I'm just ready. You know, as I told you before, this is my first interview, so this is exciting, exhilarating, nerve-wracking, everything. I'm just ready.
That's really dope, and I'm sure Jomy can agree. We are both very, very ecstatic that we're your first interview. So thank you for coming to Quarantine and Rap.
Of course.
Blackberry, let everybody know where you from and how long you've been making music.
Well, I was born in Ohio, raised in New Jersey for most of my life. I started making music. My brother actually raps, so I listened to him all the time. And my friend invited me to be on a Christmas album just to sing some background vocals. And then suddenly I wrote a song, and it was now it's all history at this point. It was so fast paced. Honestly, it was just, it was a surprise myself.
And at that point, is that when you realized you wanted to create music?
I won't say I took it as serious just then. I still hadn't considered myself an artist per se. I just knew that I was having fun writing, and it was nice to get the thoughts from my head onto paper, and then that beat on the back. Now it sounds like something. So it was just more so, just something to express myself. But I would say I took it serious. I've been taking it more serious the past year and a half or so. I've been writing for 2.5 years. So yeah.
And being the very talented artist you are, who are some of your musical influences?
As I said, my brother. He will always be my top influencer. I love Smino. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. I love Smino. Janae, Joey Badass. There's so many people to name. Honestly, I go through phases where I just indulge in one artist for months, and then I'll hear an EP of another artist, and now I'm just on them. So it's I have so many artists that I'm just in love with throughout the year.
Word. Fun question. Out of all those musical influences, which one would you open up for?
Smino. Damn. Did I put j.cole on that list? Because now that you're talking about opening up for people, I have to throw Cole on there.
Yeah, Cole is
that's my guy. So, yeah. But honestly, opening for any artist would be, anyone that inspires me would be a blessing. That's so hard to say which one. But top pick, I would have to say j.cole. I've been rocking with him since forever. Mm-hmm. Jomy knows, come on.
Yeah. j.cole's dope as hell, man.
Yes, very smart. Very smart.
If you put Cole and you put Wale on the playlist, we talk.
Yes.
We were talking about performing. And I've always used nervousness as my adrenaline when I'm performing. But seeing that you did perform for Vibes in the City, I wanted to ask you, what is your most favorite part and least favorite part about performing?
My favorite part is the response of the audience, of course, you know, whether bad or good, it's feedback, you know, so that's always productive and, you know, for your work, so you can know where to take it. The vibes of the audience, that's also amazing. My least favorite part, of course, will just be the initial nerves, you know. So, but I'm still a newer artist, so that those nerves follow me throughout the entire set. But yeah, it's something that I manage and I work through, but it's a small hurdle. Small.
You know what's crazy, that a lot, like even like the major artists, they still like get nervous, like on going on stage. So, like,
Really?
yeah. For instance, like Chrisette Michelle, she was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. There's so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just something that just follows you sometimes. And then you kind of find your niche at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I started performing, yeah, I felt the same way. I was nervous. And then after a while, you know, you start talking to yourself like, I got this. No worries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I understand that nervousness, but it's gonna follow you. Just try to
Thank you for something to look forward to. It'll never leave me. Thank you. No, but so that and what else would I say? Honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, the intro before the song, where you have to just speak and, like, you know what I mean, come up with something cool to get everyone invested. But yeah, as a shy person, not as shy as I was before, but coming out of shyness, that, you know, gets the nerves going also. But you know, it's a part of it. It's a part of the territory. So I'm accepting of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, it happens because trust me too, as you know, as you continue to perform, that intro part it'll be icing, it'll be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't even break a sweat because, and that was being someone who's actually had to stand in the crowd and wait to perform. How important is it as an artist who's performing to keep the crowd invested in your performance?
I think it's very important. You know, you want to give them a reason to search you out, you know, and especially in today's where everything is so fast paced. So if you can hold someone's attention and then bring them to you also in the same breath, then you're killing it. Super important.
And being someone, because I've seen it myself at shows, because what I do is, like, if I'm standing to the side, normally I that's where I normally stand. I look at the front of the crowd and I look at the back of the crowd, then I look at the middle of the crowd, because normally the performer, all his peoples is standing in front. So I want to see if you actually got the whole room rocking. But then there's this one thing that I noticed, and I'm pretty sure anyone who's really paid attention will notice this. So I'm going to ask you, do you feel artists waste too much time performing for the Instagram or Snap stories than who they should be performing for?
I don't know. That one's hard to say because, oh, you mean like as far as recording, whoever's recording, if they're performing more for the cameras than the actual audience?
Yeah.
I haven't found that. Personally, I haven't found that. I see a lot of people more so just playing with the audience. But I think you should find a balance because you also want to connect with the camera so that when you do get that footage, it's not looking like, you know, some random shots, you know, so balance.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from your influences, where do you pull inspiration and motivation from to create music?
My personal life, my situations. For example, last year was a year of rap for me where I strictly wrote raps. And it's because I was going through a period that, you know, I felt I wanted to be more aggressive, you know what I mean? Like about situations I was going through, but rather than put that aggression out into the world in an unproductive way, I channeled it into my writing. So it's like, I'll just use my experiences, or, you know, if just experience. I mostly just use my experiences, my life journeys, unless I'm a feature, and then I'm just gonna go with what I'm working with.
And how many features have you done?
So far, 4? I think so. About 4.
Have those features come from performance or through what they see on your Instagram?
Both. Actually, both. Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking through each feature. So yeah, I'd say both.
That's what's up. What has been the best advice you've been given as an artist?
Just put your work out. Don't sit on it, you know, because that's something that's harder for me, and I'm trying to come out of it and be more, you know, just be a little more consistent and not just hoard thousands of songs, you know, in a catalog and just say, I got it, you know, if ever you need it. Like, actually put myself out there and just get over the fear and, like, you know, the comparisons, or, you know, knowing there's so many different people trying to do the same thing and wondering if this is going to relate to this person. Just the best advice I got was just to put your work out there and do it for yourself.
Yeah, then just to add to that, Ray, a little history. I met Blackberry because I was actually covering for her. We didn't even know each other, like from a can of paint. And then when I started hearing her stuff, we only met for like literally, it was a week, right? I think it was a week. And then she left.
A couple days.
And I'm like, yo, this is good. She was like, do you really think so? I'm like, yeah. And you have a look. So I was like, you know, you definitely should put your stuff out there. Now that she's saying that, that took me back when I first met you. I was like, girl, what are you doing? You better stop. She was really good. Yo, she's really good though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had a brain freeze. But you know, oh yeah, that's right, because you were saying, like, you know, just put your work out. And that's one thing that I could say is, you know, yes, definitely put your work out. Take a chance with what you got, because sometimes you just never know. And I might have said, Jomy, I might have said this in another one of our interviews. I can't remember if I said it there, but I'm gonna say it here. I used to watch a show called One Tree Hill.
Oh, yeah.
So the episode where the exec was leaving the studio, he turns around and tells Peyton, if a song is a hit, is it a hit if no one has heard it? So it's like, if you're the type of artist to bang out 35 songs and none of them see the light of day, you can't really call something a hit. If who is it a hit to? The walls in the studio. So, you know, if you got the work, put it out there, take a chance. You just never know. Yeah. And, you know, watching your videos on YouTube and Instagram, I would say this, like, you're a dope ass artist.
Thank you.
You're very versatile, and, you know, I can hear it. So from singing to rapping to even doing it with melody, what is your creative process?
For writing, honestly, I usually go off of beats. You know, a beat I find, I just play it, just kind of create, you know what I mean? Just, I usually start with a hook or something. I can't even say where I start, because it starts with the beat, you know what I mean? And I go from there. Or I'll take a poem and go from there. You know, it's like so many different avenues that I don't want to just settle on one process. I just like to give myself freedom in the writing area, because the world is so refined. I don't want to box myself in that area also, you know? So.
Right. How long does it usually take you to complete a song?
No time, honestly. Like I'm a mood writer, as I told you before. So there will be maybe a week where I'm just not in the mood to write, honestly. But then the next week, in one day, I will literally write like 4 complete songs. I'll just be sitting like, okay, this is cool. And I'll get so excited. I'll practice, I'll memorize it, and then I'll find another beat. And then I wake up the next day and I have like 400 songs, like I said. So I write pretty quickly. It's just I need to take breaks between it just to chill out, let my brain take a nap.
Right on. Is storytelling an important factor for you when writing a song?
Yes. Because people like to follow. If it's all over the place, not that that's bad either, because that works in certain instances, but I do like to follow a line of thought. I like to make it just like as if you were writing a story, a book, a poem. You want it to all make sense, and to me at least.
What's your favorite part about storytelling?
Enticing. Just getting people, having someone want to hear how it goes, how it ends. You know what I mean? Pulling somebody into the vision. My favorite part is if the vision aligns close to mine. That means I hit my mark. So that's the best part for me.
Word. And does being a female recording artist ever apply pressure to prove yourself when it comes to being taken serious, getting respect, and being treated with respect?
I don't think so. I know most will say yes, but as of yet, I haven't found it to be a big problem. You know what I mean? I haven't found anyone like, trying to clip my wings or tell me, act like it's back in the day and say I can't do it or anything. I've been getting a lot of support, especially from the males. So I haven't had the issue yet. But knock on. Find some wood, please, somebody. Yeah, but I've been good. Thank you.
All right, so what we're about to do, we're about to cut out for a little quick break. You know what I mean? Go see what's happening in the world outside, and we'll be right back with the second part of the interview. Once again, I go by the name of Ray Pearson.
I go by the name of Jomy.
And we got Blackberry Sweet in the building. But before we cut out, I just want to salute everybody who's been tuning in, whether you're a first-time viewer or supporting follower. Thank you. And with that, we'll be right back.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, welcome. My name is Ray Pearson. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, get your notebooks. This is Quarantine and Rap. Yeah. Live from your mobile phone, TV, or PC. I'm on whatever screen you own. Jumping from tabs to apps, I suggest you don't. I promise you'll miss out on information that is vital. With idol with featured guests, I'm even call them the best. So I'm going viral with idols, it's so classic. Like cassette CDs and vinyls. You already know it's time for my show. Right.
Welcome back. We just came back from talking a lot of smack, looking outside our windows and talking about everybody walking by. Once again, I go by the name of Ray Pearson.
I go by the name of Jomy.
And we got Blackberry Sweet back up in here. Had to pull her away from the window because she started screaming at someone that was across the street. Yo, Blackberry. Let's get into your new single, Underwater, featuring Wreck the Artist. I want to tell you that I was watching the video and obviously listening to the song too. you display a very artistic and nostalgic R&B style with a modern rap approach.
Yes, my nigga, you nailed it. Nailed it. You know, because I couldn't pinpoint it. I'm like, bro, I know she's not only an R&B artist. She's also has this Caribbean vibe into her. Then it's like you couldn't put it, you know, together, but it's like her own sound. You feel me? And that
I'm
is
loving
like,
you guys right now.
this is special. It's special. I'm telling you.
And that's not even something that she does like with this. Like she's done it in several of her videos, and it's like, yo, she's fucking dope. That pen goes to work.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got her at the right moment because she's about to be this.
Nah, that song is definitely, you know what I mean? I'm excited to see what you follow, you know, what's in line after that. But as far as like the way you approach that song was just flawless.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to hear it. As I told you, I love feedback. You know, we all need it, especially as artists. So.
Who or what inspired Underwater?
Underwater was it was one of those songs, like I mentioned, that I found the beat and it just kind of produced itself. And then Reckless, I just knew I wanted him on it. I saw some of his freestyles because he's also really good with pen. So I sent it over to him. He sent it back like 2 days later and it was perfect. So it was just the beat. The beat inspired me.
You know, you say that you sent it to him and then he sent it back to you 2 days later. The way the both of you approached that song, I swear, that didn't even cross my mind that y'all recorded it separately. It just flowed so perfectly. That's dope. That's dope.
Yes, thank you. I'm blushing right now. You can't really see it, but I am blushing right now. Okay.
Word. So and who produced your new single?
It was produced by the Stew, their studio in East Orange. Yeah.
The
Heard of
Stew.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stew sounds super familiar. I think I'm gonna have to dig into my old tweets. That's how familiar the Stew sounds to me. But that's dope. That's real dope. And that's just, you know, it's not something like the Stew is your in-house production team, right?
Well, they are who I've been working with predominantly for the last year, I'll say. Yeah.
Ooh. Damn, that's dope. So how many records did y'all cut together?
So that was what I was gonna ask. Go
ahead. Maybe about 8 to 10, I would like to say. Yeah.
Interesting. Very.
Yeah, there's some things in the pipeline.
Oh shit. That means Blackberry got some nuclear shit in the works.
Yes. Some very exciting things. Honestly, I'm like sitting on top of it bouncing. So yeah, some good things coming up.
Is this something that it's not like a planned project? Y'all just creating?
A mixture. Some of it, well, one of the projects, Underwater is actually a part of it. It's an EP with 4 songs, a short EP. So we have that project, and then of course some singles thrown in. So
and if anyone hasn't noticed, the Underwater music video is out. Dope video. It definitely complements the song, and the creative part of mapping out that music video from the style to location, was that all you, or did you have like someone on your team Like all hands on deck?
That was me. I found that tub. I was just looking for something a nice tub. So it really was that one thing that found the location for me. I just scouted that way. And then I just wanted things to just fit together. The outfit just felt right. So it just worked out. But my mom, I will say, I don't want to seem like it's all me. My mom is also very helpful. She's really good with styling and things like that. So even if not this video, she's usually, you know, behind the scenes helping with you know, directing and styling, as I said.
That's
That's
fire.
super dope, man. That is dope.
Yes.
That's real dope. Shouts to your moms. So is it safe to say she's a momager, or she's just, you know, like a creative part of you?
We're working that out because she has her own things too. My mom, she's the creative herself. She does a lot of writing, poetry, she life coaches. So she helps when she can, you know. She fits herself in where she can.
Or so
Which I always appreciate because, you know, everything is harder alone. So
there's no love like a mother's love. So shouts to your mom on that.
thank you.
But Blackberry, as we get closer to the end of this very dope discussion with you and celebrating the release of Underwater, I wanted to ask if there was anything about the music industry that you could change or fix. What would it be?
I think everyone would agree. And I feel so okay. I think I would just add just more substance to the music. You know what I mean? It goes to what we were speaking about before when you asked me about stories and songs, if I felt like it was necessary. You know, just more subject lines, more positive you know, reinforcements, less negative stuff. I mean, not to take it all out because some of it is needed, and then, you know, we also need things to relate to. We can't just all have rainbows, but you know, just a little more cohesion.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Being someone who can rap and sing, how, like, what's your take on the current state of R&B music?
Man, honestly, I may be a little out of the loop right now on where we are. When I'm in my writing process, I'm not as involved in the scene. I will say that honestly. I like to just focus and make sure I'm not accidentally pulling from other things. But from the few things that I have heard, for instance, like Jasmine Sullivan's album, that's the, you know, the last thing I've heard. I think we're still in a good space. You know, music is constantly expanding, constantly being drawn from the past. So I feel like we're in a good space from what I have seen.
Or if you can collab on a song, right? Because I remember seeing this from the BET cipher that Erica Badu did, the black and white joint.
It was fire.
That was the one with Brandy, right?
Yes, yes, I saw that. And her, and
if you can create your own cipher remake, who would be the artist that you would involve in that that project?
Man, and it'd have to be more rap than R&B.
It could be a mixture of both.
Okay. Ari. I love Ari Lennox. Jasmine Sullivan, she's on my list right now. I don't know. I feel like I'm just pulling out. I have so many female artists that I like. I do love Janae still. Everyone. Everyone. We're gonna make a big ass cyber. Excuse my French, but yes.
That shit gonna be worldwide, international.
Exactly. Pull everyone in.
Word.
But no, anyone that has a good flow, something good to say on it that sounds great, I would want to be next to them.
Word.
So
wait, Ray. So something you don't know about her, right? She does the carnival. Like she does the carnival, bro. I just have this one question. How do you feel that because of this whole quarantine thing, and have they shut it down like completely this year?
That I'm not sure of. I know a couple of carnivals were shut down, but I've seen something going. I don't know what it is, like if it's some kind of street fed, but I've seen them doing something. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay, so how does it feel that you had to kind of like shut it down for a year?
Sad. Very sad. Very sad. I'm anxious for the world to open back up. That's the first thing on my list. It's just a good energy. You know what I mean? Everyone's happy. Everyone's dancing. It's a week full of just happiness. You know what I mean? Freedom and just enjoying. Don't get me started.
Yeah, because I figured just because of this quarantine, everything's being shut down. You know, some stuff you can't do, like Mardi Gras, you can't do, much or whatever. So I figured, just to ask a question about Carnival, because I remember when we met, that's where you was headed. And I was like,
I'm still blasting myself in the house, so it's not out of me yet. I'm still there.
Jomy, to answer that, yeah, I've seen the pictures.
You know what? You both. You know what? Yeah.
You're talented. What do you expect?
Thank you.
Blackberry.
I want to enjoy life while I have it.
Mm-hmm. Save that.
True. But final question. What's next for Blackberry Sweet?
Drum roll, please.
Now, when you ask me what's next, do you mean what's literally next for Blackberry Sweet, or where do I see myself as in what's next?
Underwater is out.
Mm-hmm. What's my next thing?
Yes.
That EP, my EP.
Ooh,
gotta go underwater with her sisters.
When you gonna do the EP? Do you got a date? You got a date?
Oh. Very, very soon. It's looking April. So very
April.
soon. I don't want to tell you the date yet. I have to solidify that, but April.
Oh.
How many songs could we expect on it?
It's 4 with the inclusion of Underwater. So it's a shorter EP. It's just my first, just to get myself in the door. Feel like I have a body of work. You know what I mean?
Listen, honey, you in the door. Your EP is gonna go and it's gonna blow up. So you better give me some more after the EP. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry. I won't just stop there.
I'm telling you, you're gonna blow up. Like you have like you're dope, bro. You're just dope. So before you even know it, you're just gonna blow up. And remember, what time is it?
I promise you, I was looking at the time to tell you that when it happens, I'm gonna say, Jomy, you said at 10 o'clock on April 1st that it will happen. So
yes,
thank you.
And it ain't an April Fool's either. We mean this shit.
Facts.
From the heart, Diamond?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
All up here. All in here.
Warm feelings. Thank you, guys. Thank you both.
Blackberry Sweet, I want to thank you so much for being a guest tonight on Quarantine and Rap. I'm fucking super duper happy that we were your first interview.
Yay!
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me, Jomy. Thank you for considering me. As I said before, like this is a big deal. I don't take this lightly at all, honestly.
Tell the people where they can find you. And your music.
So you can find me on all platforms, Blackberry Sweet. My Instagram also, I have, you know, my music as well as small, you know, extra music that isn't released on my my platforms. My Instagram is Blackberry Sweetest, BlackberrySweetest. And yeah, follow me there.
Word. So once again, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight on another episode of Quarantine and Rap. Once again, I go by the name of Ray Pearson.
I go by the name of Jomy, and I still want my bomb to drop. Thank you. Keep it moving. Yay.
Yo, so on that note, y'all already know how I end the show. Right. Suave.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, welcome. My name is Ray Pearson. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, get your notebooks. This is Quarantine and Rap. Yeah. Live from your mobile phone, TV, or PC. I'm on whatever screen you own. Jumping from tabs to apps, I suggest you don't. I promise you'll miss out on information that is vital. What I do is feature guests, some even call them the best. So I'm going viral with idols, it's so classic. Like cassette CDs and vinyls. You already know it's time for my show. Right.